All right, good morning and welcome back to our channel, Princess Sit. Today is still the 27th of September 2025, and the matter of discussion this morning, I really want to delve into an aspect that concerns every one of us, and I want you to listen very diligently and be able to get all of the juice and vitals from this submission. I'm going to be delving into three aspects, three parts in this particular exposition. It's going to help you. So don't just think, well, I need a fund, but what to do there with, I think, remains a very important aspect of life. Now, the first I will be delving into is the kind of project that you can engage in with the Pioneer Fund. I'm going to discuss holistically about this. The second part is the businesses that you can start or expand with the grant fund. And thirdly, the importance of converting your funds into cryptocurrency, that is the USDT stablecoin, for security, stability, and global opportunities. Now, these three aspects of this submission, if you know that this resonates with you very deeply, please listen and follow along. This is Princess Seat, and you know that we only just not expecting the grant fund here. We also get being educated on all finalities of our expectations and how it can be of benefit to you. So this is an institution where the princes are gathered. I'll be with you shortly and in a moment. Don't go anywhere. All right, thank you very much and welcome back again. I want to take my time, so this video might be a little bit lengthy, but it's going to be all encompassing and at the same time very, very informative. So I want you to listen carefully and get all the things you need to get from here. Now, knowing that every great change actually begins with a seed. Yes, small, yet it's actually filled with power to produce a forest. Now, we talk about seed, and most times when you see seed, you can't compare it to the result that comes out of a seed. Most times the output of a seed seems to be greater than the seed itself. And this is exactly what the Pioneer Project Fund represents. It's a seed of transformation, a golden opportunity for individuals, for families, for communities to rise above their financial struggles and also being able to step into real impact in their lifestyle and destiny. Now, for years, some running into decades right now, a lot of us have prayed and waited for a chance to access funds that truly can change our stories. And now, with the Pioneer Project Fund that is ready to touch lives, the question that we must all ask ourselves is that how prepared are we to use this fund wisely? You know, money that is not properly planned and channeled and also invested would disappear like smoke into thin air. But you see, money that is directed into purposeful projects and businesses are going to multiply. They're also going to create wealth for you and bless the generations coming after you. You understand? So these three narratives, which is the kind of projects you can engage in with your Pioneer funds, the businesses you can start to expand with the grant funds, and the importance of converting your funds to cryptocurrencies. I'm going to go step by step into them and also paint a clearer picture of how this fund can turn an ordinary people into pioneers of wealth and also impact. Now, the first part, which has to do with the project that you can actually engage with the Pioneer Fund. The Pioneer Project Fund is not just about you receiving money, it's about you building lasting change and legacies. Now, projects are different from just doing business. They are a long-term structured activities that is actually designed to improve the lives of people, to create jobs, and also solve their real-time problems in the society. Some of these projects, I'm going to be listing them for us, and why they are necessary and important. You can choose the one that suits your fancy. Now, you can decide to go into first agricultural or food production projects. You know that food is life, and Africa still spends billions trying to import food. It can grow locally within the country, and a pioneer-funded agricultural project can actually be inclusive of some large-scale crop farming, like rice, like maize, like cassava, like yam, like vegetables, and rest of them like that. You go into it in a large-scale form. Then you talk about fish farming, still under this particular menu, fish farming, poultry productions. Then you talk about the agro processing, like the turning cassava into flour, tomatoes to paste, and maize into cornflakes. These are also part of the processing. Now, these projects not only create food but also create jobs. And what do? They ensure that food security is actually maintained for the community. Now, with the right training and modern farming equipment, agriculture can actually turn a grant into a wealth generating machine. So you think about agriculture and food production projects. It's one important aspect of fund investment that you can do with your pioneer funds. Now, secondly, you can also think along the line of health and medical care project. You know that health is wealth, and too many communities lack hospitals, they lack clinics, they lack even basic health care amenities. The centers are not there. So pioneer funds can be used to establish community hospitals and maternity clinics. Then you talk about medical diagnostic centers. You can also establish that mobile health outreach programs can also be instituted, and some affordable pharmaceutical production and distribution facilities can actually also be installed. Now, such projects don't just create income, they also save lives, very importantly. So healthcare and medical facility projects are also welcome with your pioneer funds. Now, thirdly, you can also think along the line of education and skill development projects. Now, you know that the future belongs to the skilled. If you may know that, the future actually belongs to those who have been able to amass or acquire skill with their understanding in time. And one of the best ways to use the fund is to create some vocational training schools, like tailoring, like ICT, like the carpentry, like the electrical works, like digital learning centers. It can also be included in your thought forms. Then you can talk about scholarship programs for children in rural areas. Now, knowing that an educational project leaves an impact that lasts forever in the life of human beings, so is a welcome development on education and skill development projects. Now, you can also look along the line of housing and infrastructural projects. You know that a lot of Nigerians and Africans live in poor housing conditions. You see where some people come out from. It's actually nothing to write home about. Some of these things are just packaging. You see a well-packaged young lady that came out of a house, and you never knew where she's coming from. But when you see what she wears out there, you see she looks so catch away, take away, scintillating. But when you trace her back down the line and you see where she's coming from, you will hardly want to follow her there. You understand? So when you build, when you can find the pioneer funds being invested in projects that include building some low cost but quality housing estates, some road rehabilitation within the communities, you can also do that. Then you can sink borehole that can bring out some clean water supply projects to the community where you are, or somewhere around where you just know that they needed all of these facilities to be installed. Now, these are not just going to be impactful for them that you do it for, is also going to be profitable when it is actually managed well. So housing and infrastructural projects are a catch when it comes to the Pioneer Funds installment. Now, fifthly, you can also think along the line of renewable energy projects. You know that power is actually the backbone of developments. So a renewable energy project can provide solar mini grids in some villages. Then affordable solar home kits also can also be provided. Then we have some small hydro or wind energy project that is powered. You know, it can actually be an added advantage. Energy projects can create long-term stability for businesses and also households. Without power, a little can be achieved in what you need to do in life and destiny. So I think you can try venture into that energy projects, renewable forms. You understand? Then you can also think along the line of community development projects. Imagine using the Pioneer Funds to build community centers. That's okay. You can start some women empowerment programs. You can also provide skills, some training skills for youth. You can support widows and orphans. You know, these projects may not always be highly profitable in cash, but they build goodwills. They build respect and they build some lasting legacy in the community. You understand? So your Pioneer Project Fund can go along this line a long way to really help, you know, the community where you live or where you want to help to really get to the state of elevation where you want it. All right, that's for Pioneer. You can build on others. You understand? You can add to the list, but just that could be able to suffice for now. We can build up on that with time. Now, but your grant fund also has, you know, there's the grant fund, which is meant for you. Then there is the Pioneer Fund, which is meant for community development. You understand? So now talking about the part 2 of this particular submission, which has to do with the businesses that you can start with your grant fund. Don't say, Princess, do you have to tell us? You don't have to tell us. Let the money land for us. We'll know what to do with it. That's okay. Of course, you know what to do with it. But there are those that have been, why I'm doing this is actually because some people have actually messaged me and say, Princess, please talk about this. I think we need to get some more understanding about what we can do. Not because they are daft, not because they don't have brain, not because they were not doing one or two things, but they needed some broad light spectrum on what going further, what they can still, you know, put on and do. Nobody's an island, you understand? So while project funds on the long-term impact, we also have businesses that are about to create profit and sustainability for you, for your households, and with wise planning, your grant fund actually can become the foundation of multiple streams of income for you. And there are some small businesses also that you can venture into. You might not really call them small because it depends on growing. When you grow them, they become something massive. Number one, you can go into retail and wholesale training. Yeah, like opening supermarkets or wholesale shops. You know, that's okay. You can open some distribution of fast-moving consumer goods like rice, like the flour, like beverages, like soaps, and the rest of them like that. Then you can also engage into import and export businesses. You understand? Inshore, offshore, and the rest of them like that. You can do that. You know, trading is a time-tested business that multiplies money when it is actually well managed and supervised. It doesn't just grow overnight, but when you give your time and your best for it, it's going to produce for you massively. So retail and wholesale trading, it is one thing that is actually welcome. Then secondly, you can also go into transportation and logistics. You know, the movement of people and goods is a big business. You can start a small transport company business, cars, buses, tricycles, the rest of them like that. You can start some delivery services for e-commerce. You understand? Then logistic companies also that move goods between states like interstates. You can engage in all of those. Transportation, logistics, services are very, very important also, and they are good to establish. Then thirdly, you can go into real estate development. You understand, like buying of lands, selling of lands, building houses and resell them. You understand? You buy to resell, let it appreciate over time, then you resell. Then you can also go into renting of apartments for students or workers. You can build houses to rent for students, to rent for workers, and rest of them. Like you can build commercial spaces for shops and offices. Real estate remains one of the fastest ways to multiply wealth in these contemporary times. I'm going to be with you shortly. Let's just take a little break, and in a moment, don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back on course. Thank you for standing by. Just a little break so that we can refresh a little, then we continue from there. Now, we're talking about the businesses that you can engage in with your grant funds. And fourthly speaking, you can also go into technology and online businesses. With the digital age that has come upon us, opportunities are so much endless. They're so enormous. You can start a fintech service. You can build an e-commerce platform. You can offer digital marketing or web design services. These are fintech technology and online businesses. You can launch an online academy. It's also welcome. It's a welcome idea and development. Then fifthly, you can start manufacturing and production, like manufacturing or production of soap and detergent productions, like clothing, textile productions, furniture making, bottled water and drinks factory, and rest of them like that. Local production reduces imports and create massive profit for those who engage in them. Then sixthly, you can also go into hospitality and entertainment, like the hotels, guest houses, short-let apartments, that you can raise or build just to create profit. Event centers, restaurants, fast food outlets, film, music, production, businesses, lounges, and, where people just come for resorts and things. This Nigeria's entertainment industry is booming worldwide, and this is a gold mine. So you can add to the list, but I just feel, okay, this, at least 6 of all of this could be something actually worth trying and testing, going into. You can also get better or broader understanding towards this. Then going to the third part of this submission. You see, this VN is already getting a little bit long, but I'm going to be ending with this, which is the third part, and that is why you should convert part of your funds into cryptocurrencies and the likes of USDT, which is a stable coin. Now, we need to move into something very important right about this. You talk about wealth production. Getting grant money is one thing. Then keeping the fund and multiplying it is another thing. Now, this is where cryptocurrency, especially a stable coin like the USDT, comes in. Now, what is USDT? For those who don't really understand what we mean, USDT sometimes is also called Theta USDT. You understand, which is called a stable coin. It's a type of cryptocurrencies that is tied to the US dollars, and this means that for 1 USDT, you are going to be having 1 US dollar. You see, just one. 1 USDT equates 1 US dollar. Unlike the Bitcoin or the Ethereum, whose prices go up and down, USDT, Theta USDT is actually stable. It's always stable. You understand? And why do you need to convert some of these funds into USDT? You could ask me. The first of all is a protection against inflation. Knowing that the naira and many African countries lose value so quickly, so by keeping part of your money in USDT, your wealth actually stays safe because it's going to hold its value in dollars without depreciation. It will be the same way you kept it. You find it there. So it protects against inflation or devaluation. Then why do you also have to convert your funds, some of the funds, to USDT? It's sometimes for easy international transactions. With USDT, you can actually send and receive money anywhere in the world within minutes without banks blocking or delaying you for anything. Then also for security and control, like your money in USDT is controlled by you. Nobody has access to it. The government is not militating with it. It's just you and by you. You can keep it in a secure wallet on your phone or a hardware device somewhere, not depending on a shaky banking system where you keep money and they keep deducting little by little from your funds. Today you have charges on maintenance fee, charges on SMS fee. Before you know, what you kept there is not wholesome anymore. You understand? Then it's also for investment opportunities. Like USDT allows you to participate in global investment platforms like the forex trading, like the crypto exchanges, like the NFTs, and more like that. You know, you can easily convert your USDT into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, into other coins like that, or even back to Naira, just as you want it. Then also, it also ensures that you have some fast business payments. Yes. If you're running a business and you had to pay the suppliers, maybe in China, for instance, or in the US or in Dubai, it becomes very easier for you with USDT. Now, I'm going to, if you actually find this amusing, I might do another video that has to do with practical illustration of how all of these things can be done. But in the theoretical form, how you can manage this, or for those who don't have understanding of anything called cryptocurrency or having to transfer and convert all of these funds now into USDT. I'm just going to give an overview of this. But if you feel and you want me to go into practical, that you can see what we are saying being depicted by either the Bybit exchange or the what's it called now, or the what's the name again, Bybit and its other one, Binance, thank you, or the Binance exchange. I can do a practical illustration for you right there. But first, you just need to open a crypto wallet. What do you do? Go to your Play Store, download the trusted apps like the Binance, the Bybit, or the Trust Wallet, or any other one, OKX, and the rest of them like that, But I always appreciate either Binance or Bybit, Then verify your identity. Most platforms will require KYC, which is called Know Your Customer. So verify your identity with a recognized ID card. It could be your driver's license. It could be your international passport, or your NIN, you understand? So then deposit Naira into that wallet. You just use your bank to send Naira into the crypto exchange. You might not really understand it right now, but if you're interested, I will do a pictorial form and a video right on this channel for you to see the breakdown of how you can deposit fund and then convert the fund into cryptocurrency. And if you want to reconvert it back to your local currency, it's very easy. You understand? So then you buy USDT, you can select buy crypto and then choose USDT. Instantly your Naira will be converted, you understand, into USDT. Then you store safely. You keep your USDT in your app wallet or move it to a more secure code wallet. You understand? Very important. Then going forward, yes, the world is actually going so digital, and just like the internet changed communications, cryptocurrency is also changing money. Don't be left behind. If you keep all your pioneer funds in the bank, definitely inflation is going to eat up with it and catch up with it. If you convert part of it to USDT, you are securing it in dollars and also opening a door to global opportunities. So conclusively, I want to call you right now to wisdom. Now, the Pioneer Project Fund is not just about you receiving money. It's about receiving responsibilities. And this is our chance to prove that when resources are placed in our hands, we can build projects that impact society, businesses that create wealth, and also financial strategies that secure a future for us. So projects in agriculture, in health, in education, in housing, in energy, in community empowerment are going to change lives. Businesses in trading, in transportations, real estate, technology, manufacturing, and entertainment are going to generate income for us. And converting funds into cryptocurrencies like the USDT is going to protect our wealth and also connect us to the world. So the question is not whether the money is going to come. It is, what will you do with it when it comes? Will you waste it on things that fades away? Or will you plant it into projects, into businesses and digital wealth that is going to multiply for generations to come? Now, the choice is yours. I've just laid the credence and the cards before you. But remember, true pioneers don't just receive funds, they create legacies. This is Princess. Thank you very much. And in case this finds some soothing with you and you want to ask more questions or tell us to do more about this going forward, we're going to really delve into that and give you the training that you need on this. Thank you very much. This is Princess. Just take this to heart and fulfill the counsel. Thank you and have a nice day.